right, y'all, because get here so we can talk about this premiere episode of Joseline'S Cabaret, Texas. Before we even get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments because y'all already know we're going to have to talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, baby, Joseline and that ass ride in on a horse. Baby, Tommy somewhere pissed off, ain't she? Tommy somewhere fired up, swearing up and down she did it first on Baddies. Round to the Caribbean, she rode in on a motherfucking horse first. I don't know who did the filming first, Tommy, but y'all both had the same idea. Y'all might as well go and be friends, because y'all both had the same creative idea to come rolling in on y'all grand entrance on a horse. Now, one thing we know Joseline gonna do, baby, is put one of them music videos together and make us watch them at the beginning. That is the shit right there that lets us know that Joseline really is the damn owner of her show versus the whole Natalie situation. I feel like Joseline gonna make sure she's gonna get all of her motherfucking exposure, period. And then not only that, the videos be looking good. Like, you a hater if you say that Joseline videos don't look good. It just be her and a bunch of ass shaking. You feel me? Every now and then you see a cute face. I know I seen Raven, I seen Dani, I seen I want to say I seen Draya or Voodoo, whichever one she going by. Who else? I seen a couple of the new girls. We're going to get to them later. But she had a lot of the girls from the show in there showcasing. And honestly, they all look good. After we watched the video, Joseline, she ride in on the horse, get off, get naked. Y'all know how she do, honey. She got to get butt naked with them pasties on, getting that pool. Here come Ballistic walking in. Ooh, Ballistic fine, ain't he, y'all? Ooh, mercy. Let me leave that alone, though, because Joseline crazy. He come in, give her a towel or whatever. She get out, and they sit down and get to talking. She says she's been basically practicing riding horses competitively since she been sober. Now, Joseline, you saying you drug-free, and I don't know if I believe you. I don't know. Now, we just caught you not too long ago, round to the Bad vs. Wild episode, screaming, I love cocaine. I love it. And who got a lie? Anybody got a lie? We just heard you doing that. So how long have you been drug-free? Now, it can vary. I know that. I know that it don't have to be that you quit, you been done with it for months and years. It could have been that you just put that shit down last week. But you need to let us know and specify on that, because I'm telling you, times is overlapping. You know, from the time that you screaming you love it and the time that you screaming you drug-free, it ain't adding up. That's all I'm saying. But basically, Joseline's telling him that this season, what she's expecting for the girls need to come in with their hygiene up to par. That's the main thing Joseline's stressing out. You cannot come in my cabaret. And you come in here, and these bitches come in here, and they not smelling right. You better have your makeup done. You better have your titties sitting pretty. You better have your clothes on. You better have that shit on. You better have them toes done, them nails done, that makeup done, hair done, and don't be out here stinking. Because if anybody come on the cabaret and I smell anything, you going to get sent the fuck home. Joseline done said what she said now. It must have been some funk somewhere around to these last couple of seasons. I do know on one of them, she clocked one of the girls by having a big old piece of chicken in her teeth. And thinking she was cute, but she was walking around with chicken in her teeth. So y'all know that lets it be known Joseline be scanning you. Honey, she gonna scan you from head to toe to let you know, you got this, and this going on, baby. Let's go on in the back and get that handle. She also says that she's going to be giving out a $50,000 grand prize this season. And I think that that's crazy. You know, you don't see Natalie giving out no motherfucking hell. The bitches barely get fed over there. Damn. Are you going to also not adopt a no eating policy? Is this something that y'all can check on the Zeus boxes on the filming days, that y'all can say, okay, we're not going to eat this way, this day, no food this day. No food, no. Like, how does the feeding schedule go? I need to know. I just want to know if the ladies around to the cabaret is going to eat. Because they be doing a whole lot more vigorous activity than they be doing over on Baddies. On Baddies, they do a whole lot of drinking and drink a lot of motherfucking alcohol, shot at clocking. But on the cabaret, oh, y'all bitches be doing work. Y'all need some nourishment. That's all I'm saying. Joseline also says she wants to bring back Dani, Voodoo, Raven, and Diamond. And Ballistic is like, you sure? And she like, yeah, I think so. And I agree with Ballistic, because it's kind of like you just went from choking one of them bitches up and throwing her around to the ground, kicking her and Diamond out. I do know that she's still on good terms, at least from what we can see with Voodoo and Dani. But I don't understand why Raven and Diamond are coming back. I mean, I get it. They probably need the money. And I think that's the only reason why they coming back. hopefully, and I believe they have, we're going to talk about it in a minute, but hopefully they adapt a new policy this season. Like, you just kind of have to learn how to deal with Joseline and her bullshit. And I think of all people, it's going to be Raven that is learning that. Joseline also having a masquerade party this same night, and she is inviting Erica Mena to come over and host it. I think that's going to be interesting because, you know, Erica, they trying to incorporate her into Zeus. She got a show coming out soon. So I love how when the new people come around, they want to incorporate them on new shows just to get people familiar with them that might not know them. That's genius to me, honestly. And that's a great thing for her to host, is a masquerade party. She also lets it be known that she want Wet Wet to be a house mom. And I fucking love this shit. Yes. I've been wanting them to find some type of lane for Wet Wet. Because, again, we know that Wet Wet can't dance. We know Wet Wet don't look good. We know Wet Wet can't really dress. We know all these things. Her wigs don't really be nice. Like, it just is what it is. But we love her nonetheless. Like, she is entertaining as hell. So I'm so happy that they found a role for her. And what better role? Because she already thinks she bossy as shit and that she can check a bitch left and right. What better role to put her in than that of house mom? I think that was a genius fucking decision. Joseline goes ahead and calls her in the next scene and asks her to officially be the house mom. Honey, Joseline don't be playing no games, baby. She on that phone because you know you got 2 left feet. We know this. We know you can't dance. So we're going to have you come in. We're going to have you to be the house mom. But I don't need you taking no shit from these bitches. Like, Joseline going to let it be known, honey. And, of course, Wet Wet accepts. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, another way for you to come back to the network. You shouldn't, well, let me say this. You shouldn't have to worry about fighting nobody as a house mom because you're not really competing. However, we going to see what happened a little bit later. Joseline tells Wet Wet to get the sprinter, bring the girls around to the masquerade party, and that's just what she do. She goes and gets the sprinter. The first 2 girls that she picks up are Raven and Diamond. They get on the bus. They look good as hell. You know, even Diamond, for just having a baby not too long ago, girl, you look the fuck good, honey. Everything look good. Raven always looks good. She is such a cutie pie. You know what I'm saying? Raven don't give me sexy for some reason because she's so cute. She gives me adorable. But that might just be me. They are catching up because, you know, all of them came on the same season, too. That's another big thing for them because they all came from, like, the same season. So they catching up. You know, Diamond talking about how she just had a baby. They talk her being the new house mom. They pull up on Voodoo and Dani. They get on the bus and they also get started in and talking about Wet Wet being the house mom. But it quickly leads, and I didn't even know what the hell was going on, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all I was lost. But I guess Draya and Wet Wet done had a little back and forth going on online about some stuff that Wet Wet supposedly said about Voodoo's child. Now, here's the thing. How do we feel about this? Apparently, Wet Wet said that she didn't talk about her child. She talked about her. She said that you need to go be a mom, which technically is not her saying anything about the child, but let's just be real about it. It kind of is, because if you're implying that the child's mom is a bad mom, you're implying that the child is like out here just, you know, not taken care of by its parent. And, you know, that could kind of be a negative connotation towards the child also. Like, I know it's not directly saying like, oh, yeah, you know, fuck your baby or, you know, fuck your child or something like that. You're not directly saying anything about the child. But at the same time, I feel like the child still kind of feels the effects from saying you need to take your ass home and be a mama is what you need to do. You won't never be with your kids. If bitches are saying stuff like that, I feel like that is kind of negatively impacting on the child as well as the mama. Am I tripping? What y'all think about that? I feel like that's a good debate. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about that scenario. Do y'all feel like by Wet Wet just saying you need to go be a mama that she was talking about the child, or she was only talking about Dani? I mean, not Dani. She was only talking about Voodoo. Or do you think that it could potentially have an effect on the child in the long run? Now, they start going back and forth. It get through a whole argument, honey. Raven get up and get on the pole, but she also starts motherfucking instigating. Because she's like, okay, are y'all going to fight about it or what? And this is what I mean when I said that Raven done figured out what she needs to do to be safe on here. She is going to be the little instigator. She's going to be the one that's going around starting all the little fires, starting all the drama with the bitches, pointing the shit out to Joseline so that she could get some shit cracking so that the heat is not going to be on her. It's kind of genius if you think about it, because she has had so much fucking heat with Joseline in the past. So she was like, you know, what y'all going to do? Are y'all going to fight about it or what? They said they didn't want to fight. So she was like, okay, well then y'all need to shut the fuck up. Because if y'all ain't going to fight about it, then we don't need to really keep talking about it. She gone ahead and go back over to her seat. They end up pulling up to the damn masquerade ball not too long after that. Erica, she arrives and start talking to Joseline. Joseline look good. Erica look good. Her and her muscles. They come in and greet Joseline, and they get to talking about how Joseline wants her to basically interact with the girls at the masquerade. And she's telling her, you know, go around the main stuff. Y'all know how they do. I need you to go around and tell these bitches they don't have time to play. They don't have time to play games with me. If they play games with me, they're going to get sent home. They don't have no time. I get sending everybody home. I got a $50,000 prize that I'm going to give one person. And everybody's not going to get it. So you tell them. You tell them that they come up there every single time and that they do the big one. So Erica like, I got you, Joseline. I'm finna go out here and I'm gonna set it off. And I love that. You know, they actually make a hot team to me. For real. Like, I love them together. It ain't even no funny shit. Too bad neither one of them can keep friends, because I would say they need to be friends together. But anyway, the new girls, they start arriving. Now we got Showgirl Neek, we got Envy Erica, Lexi Gold, Queen Envy, Kay, Jayla, Isis, Fetish, Chinks, Dez, Oceans, Spicy, Moni, or Monica. I think that's all of them. They basically all get there. They get introduced. They all have their little segment. And they get to the party and they start basically mingling. Erica's walking around. She's questioning all the girls, you know, asking them what they gonna do to stay here, what makes them better than the next chick. You know, the girls is basically popping their shit like they should be doing. Erica's letting it be known, you know, y'all need to fight for y'all spot. Y'all can't come in here and, you know, show out one day and then think that you can coast the rest of the time. You're going to have to show up for your spot every single time, because you're going to be up basically for elimination. That's basically what she's saying. Now, she goes over and she is talking to the OG girls, like the Raven, Diamond, Dani, and Voodoo, and Wet Wet. They all talking. Somewhere in here, Dani had nerve. Dani, of all the people, had nerve to call a lot of the new girls ugly, and I don't know who the fuck she's looking at. I don't know at this point who she's even looking at in the mirror. If you calling these women's ugly, sweetheart, like, that's why I don't like Dani or Draya, because see, they do little stuff like that, and it's kind of like, have y'all seen yourselves at the end of the day? Now, true, Voodoo look a whole lot better than Dani ass, but at the same time, like, come on now. Y'all better cut that shit out, because some of the girls, not all of them, you do have a couple of them that kind of look like they got the same face. It looked like they done all had the same type of surgery, went to the same doctor, but you do have a couple of them that were really pretty and look like they very talented. So that ain't doing nothing but showing insecurity, Dani, while you calling some bitches ugly. I hollered because, honey, Erica looked over at Voodoo and was like, and what the hell's wrong with you with your stank face? And Voodoo like, oh, nothing, you know, I'm just over here. Like, really, she want to say that she want to pop Wet Wet because they done been arguing beforehand. But she don't. She keep it cute at the moment. Joseline is up coming out. Erica like, you weren't even supposed to come out yet, honey. Joseline said, fuck all that. I was back her boy. What's up, everybody? She's telling all the girls that she happy to have them there. And she also lets it be known that there's going to be a $50,000 prize to be given away at the end of the damn cabaret season. All the girls get hyped, but then she kind of huddles up to the front with the OGs again. So she's asking them, you know, how they feel about Wet Wet being the house mom. At first, it just get quiet. And Raven, again, done learn her lesson. She like, I mean, I'm cool with it, but I'm gonna tell you who wasn't cool with it. Voodoo or Draya, they done had a little back and forth, so maybe you need to holler at them. So of course, Joseline, what you had a problem with her already for? What's the problem? What's the problem? Raven, what's the problem? Why they already arguing? So of course now at this point, them two gotta let they beef out. And Draya's like, you know, she was talking about my daughter online. Wet again saying that she didn't say anything about her daughter, but baby, before anything, they done started fighting. I want to say Draya's the one that came up and cracked her first, but it was the most lackluster fight, the most boring shit, slow motion. I feel like any fight Wet's in just be looking slow motion. I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's because when you fight her, she be having you in some type of grip lock or something. I don't know what it is, but you be looking like you going in slow motion. So they end up fighting, and while they fighting, Dani jumps in and grabs Wet wig and pulls it off. And that's what I don't like. See, why in the hell you even have to do it? Why did you have to get into their squabble? You could have handled your shit with her after the fact, because apparently you got beef with her too. After they break the shit up with her and Draya, now of course Wet mad at Dani because she done sat up and pulled her motherfucking hair off, so they get the fighting. They done ended up on the ground. Honey, y'all bitches is out here in ball gowns. I will never understand why you hoes get so dressed up, makeup done, wigs laid, all this shit, come out in your best heels and don't give a damn about cracking a bitch. I would be trying to do some of every fucking thing I could to hold off on fighting a bitch until the next time I see her, when I can come with my motherfucking tinny runs on and my hair pink bite, versus me with a wig glued down to my motherfucking edges damn near. Like, it just be too much for me. But they end up fighting. They break up, and I think it ends off actually on Dani and Wet still fighting. And it's like, no, they break it up for a minute. Wet's wig ends up on Ravenhead. That, you know, that bitch got a thing for stealing bitch wigs, because I think she stole one of their wigs on her season when she first came in. That's when she had did the Nicki Minaj thing. So she stole Wet wig, got it on her head. The fight done got broke up, but baby, it done got started again, and they almost knocked Raven and that motherfucking wig off in that water. You get what I'm saying? Like, girl, you got to be quicker than that. While you sitting up trying to clap ass, you the one that started all this shit in the first place, and now you got the nerve to be getting caught off guard because you want to shake your ass cheeks with somebody else's wig on your head. I don't know what the hell going on, y'all, but y'all make sure y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this premiere episode. What y'all think about the season? How do y'all feel about the new girls? Who are y'all excited to see? Are y'all excited to see any of the OGs coming back? Like, what do y'all think overall, basically, that's going to be going on this season? Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications on so y'all don't miss when I come back with the next one.